I got it. All right, this one. Grab a snip of. Okay, got it. I got it. So this one you can find a calculator for. You go to the next.
Okay.
You. This one diverges.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
choose that. It's if you want to go back to that one, just the most important thing there is that as you get this in the test, you'll know it's the square root. The fact there's a square root on the bottom, you can just without knowing why, you just know that that diverges.
Okay. I think I can.
61. That's calculator. There's an online calculator for that. Keep going. Keep going. That one you'll find an online calculator for. Same thing, online calculator. Online calculator. There'll be online calculator. Okay. So what I would recommend we do is get through the ones that I snipped, and then we just start going back through those ones that there's an online calculator for, and just start, just start feeding you answers if you would like, after
Yeah.
we do the ones that require a little more explanation.
Yeah. Perfect.
All right. Okay. No turkey hangover for me. And about you? I'm doing okay today.
Yeah, I'm pretty good too.
Yeah.
I had
All
to
right.
go to
So
different ones, so
how
I
many?
took 3.
3. Wow. I had to go to 4 one year, and that was horrible.
Yeah, you got to just eat super light when it's like that.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. It's like it's nonstop. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. 3. Boy. Okay. All right. Um, these curves, this is x squared. This is 19x. That's not drawn very well. 19x. So there's 2 places of intersection that we want to find. And I'm going to do that with the calculator. So that's the idea there is you first find the intersections, and then you can integrate between them. So you can see here that this one is up at 19, not drawn to scale. So it's integral 0 to 19. It's always top minus bottom. If you forget which one's the top, you will get a negative answer. And
Okay.
you can always use absolute value in here if you're unsure of that. Okay, this is where we go to the calculator. No reason to do this by hand. You're not going to be doing it by hand on the test. So 19x minus x squared from 0 to 19. All right. Sorry, 6, 8, 5, 9 over 6, like that.
Okay.
And one year, sorry, the last thing I'll say, and I hate making it about myself, but this is kind of memorable. One year I had to go to the same restaurant twice, and they didn't know it.
Really?
Yeah, for lunch and then for dinner.
Did you get the same server?
No, thank God. I didn't have to
That would
explain why I was there twice.
they're like, you must just love this place.
No, yeah, awkward family situation. So,
Let's see right there.
I love math. It's not complicated.
Yeah, true. It's very
All
set in stone.
right, so make sure that works before we move on to the next.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
All right, so this next one I do remember me having issues with the calculator. I use this type of problem, but they're giving you the X bounds. That's where those come from, and then you don't know which one's the top or the bottom. Um, so I'm just gonna do this one without and then seeing what the answer is.
Okay.
But when you did this in your calculator, you seem to have more success than I did.
Yeah.
Um, the area between the curves. And then what I don't remember is we might have to do an absolute value here as well. So kind of a lot going on this one, but absolute value 3e 3x minus parentheses 2 times e 3x plus 1. All right. Here's hundredths. So I got 132.83. If that doesn't work, let me know.
No, that was right. Yeah.
Okay. So it was absolute value.
Okay.
You should probably just plan to use absolute value on everything if you can, doesn't cause too much heartburn to remember to do that. Okay, these revolutions, you said, see the key word here you're looking for is volume. So volume is different now. It's this formula pi r squared dx. And you're given almost everything here. It's 0 to 2. Those are the x bounds again. And then pi, and then your radius function is usually the y equals whatever that is squared. So in your case, it's square root of x squared dx. And this part does not go in the calculator. Put everything else in the calculator to get your answer.
Okay.
Because if you do, you'll get a decimal answer, and your answer on the multiple choice will be in terms of pi. Um, that's why you want to avoid doing that.
Okay.
All right, so this ends up being 2 pi. So give that a try, please.
All right, that was right.
Okay. Next one is another volume, slightly more complicated, but it's the integral from 1 to 4. That's the two x values. That's your a to b. And then it's pi, and then it's your function squared. And if you remember, you can actually square your function in the calculator. Like you don't have to worry about what does this become. You can just let the calculator do the work for you. All right, so this ends up being 9207 over 5 pi. Don't forget math, enter, enter. That's the converting it to a fraction.
Okay.
That will also help you there.
Okay, that was right.
All right. All right, next grouping of problems here are the average value. There's one right before it that was more just to calculate, but they want the average value over the first 5 years. So the average value formula is 1 over b minus a to b, f of x, dx. So this is 1 over 5 minus 0, integral 0 to 5, 47 plus 10 e to the minus 0.05 x dx, like that. Okay, you're just putting that in your calculator. Um, you can actually put this 1/5 in your calculator if you want, doesn't matter.
Okay, but you don't have to.
You don't have to, you just remember to multiply your answer by 1/5 if you don't do that.
Okay.
Plus 10 times e. And near cent. So I get 55.85 rounded.
Okay, that was right.
All right. Next problem here. Same thing. If you ever see average anything, we're doing the same thing we just did. So Average is 1 over 30 minus 0, 0 to 30, because it's the first 30 days. 900 minus 30, where 30x dx. Then you just go to your calculator and do this. What's there with the calculation?
I'm
So it ends up saying 300,
okay.
which maybe that is reasonable.
Okay. Yeah, that was right.
Does it work? Okay. So I mean the pattern, I don't know if this one just patterns out well, but yeah, well, I would just do the calculator and
Okay.
try to get that right. So next couple of questions here have multiple parts to them. And we did these in an earlier lesson. So the present value is the integral in the time period. So it's 900e to the 0.06x times e to the minus 0.08 x dx. So where does that come from? It comes from that right there. Just remember it is negative, I think. Let me double check that. Sorry. I should double check that before spouting off. All right. Function. Sorry, I need to look at one more reference. I don't want to get this wrong for you so you can see it right. Exit value e to the minus. That does look right. Okay. All right. So just make sure you put in the calculator correctly. That's a lot of mistakes are made there doing that.
Right.
This one didn't. That's right. So sorry, I got to go find a different calculator because this one I'm using doesn't round to the decimal places. We'll need that for the other one anyway. When we go back and do a bunch of those other problems, 0 to
Okay.
20. All right, 900e. Right. And so, by the way, I'm using Symbolab as one of them that I like. You mentioned Mathway. You like
Yes.
Mathway? Yeah. Whatever you. Yeah. There's so many of these. Just you pick one you like. Uh, all right. So that is the present value. So give that a try, please.
Okay.
Make sure that is right. And then the next part's slightly different. That's part A. Part B is the future value.
Okay.
Did that work?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so it's integral 0 to 20. It's 900e to the 0.06x times the difference here is it goes positive and you do x minus the number of years. So you change the interest rate to positive and then you subtract the top bound inside parentheses. So just a little more of a challenge to get that, entered in right. But again, I'm just using the calculator. So it should be significantly more. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. It should be a larger number.
Okay.
20,000, 45.70. Yeah. Okay. Let me know if there's an issue with that.
Yes, it did say that was incorrect. Let me just make sure I put
Well,
it in.
that's not right. It doesn't seem like I went out far enough. 200. So that is not correct. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Did not like that. This is future value? No, accumulated. Sorry, the accumulated amount of money.
yeah.
All right, let me go look back at our old notes because I'm not seeing what I want here. It's just this part. No, it's that part. X. Oh, I'm sorry. I got this in the wrong order. That's what the issue is. 20 minus X. Yeah, it didn't seem like enough money. It should be like way more than that. It should be like another. Okay, so that is the issue. All right, 73,481.20.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that was right.
Okay, so the difference is the percentage does go positive, but then it's 20 minus the variable or the time value minus the variable. All right, so next one here, really similar. Present value, you're going for 10 years this time, 10 years. 0.08, yeah, 0.8x plus 400 e to the 0.08x because of that right there, dx. And 0.08 x plus 400 and minus, all right, let's see if that works. All right, so that's $2,755.75. Give that a try, please.
That was right.
All right, so the future value is the same thing with the exception now that you change this to negative and then you do the time, number of years minus X. And it should be substantially more. It should be like an order, the um, there. So let me get that uh 0.08, 10 minus X. There we go. So I got two. That's not right. Oh, I didn't change that to positive. That's positive. Wait, that one's negative. This one is positive. That's what the issue is. So this is $6,133.02.
Okay, that was right.
That's the last of the problems that I had snipped. So I would recommend sharing your screen. We just hit a bunch of these where there's online calculators for, and go through them that way.
Sounds good.
Um, okay,
Let's go back to
so here's
the first
wherever
one.
you want to start. That one's fine there. I mean, that's totally fine. So, yeah, let's just start right there. So what I'm gonna do here, and you're gonna share your screen probably for the duration of this. I'm gonna either snip in the answers or tell you verbally if they're easy enough to remember.
Okay.
This is 7/8. 7 divided by 8. Okay, why isn't that? Oh, I have the wrong thing. Sorry.
No problem.
2x squared. All right, that's 7/4. This is 2/6. This one might be the one that diverges from. All right, this is 2 divided by 375.
Okay.
All right, 1/2. 2 from 1 to n. All right, that's 5,000. This one is 1. Just with that. This one's slightly more challenging. 9x e to the. Oh, don't do that. Not you. Sorry, it's this. I'm used. No, it's not negative. Okay, this one diverges. So the thing that's hard to look for here is if it's not a negative e. So I didn't see that at first. It's e to the positive 4x. That will never converge. But if it was negative, it would have. So if you look back at that it diverges. But if you look back at the one we did before this, where it was like 9 e to the negative 9x, because it was negative, that's why it converges. That's what you're looking for.
Okay. So it would be
That
diverse if it's to the positive power.
positive e, yeah, e to the positive. So all right, let's take a look at 65. So this one should converge, and we'll get this here. Is that 1, 2, 3, 4? Is that 5 zeros and there's 2?
I think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
Okay. All right, from 0 to 5. 4 decimal places. 4.9999.
4 nines or 5?
Yeah, 4 nines.
Oh, yeah. Decimal places.
Come on, really? Um, did I not count the number of zeros? You said 5 zeros, right?
1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. Ah, I don't know. I mean, this one says I'll try another one.
Okay. Yeah, that's really weird. Okay.
It becomes 5 as the answer, but I would rounded. Sorry, type in 5,
Okay.
5.00. That's why the rounding is off.
Oh,
Okay, and then the rest of them will be 5.
easy enough.
Can't round. What? Okay, that's ridiculous. Let me run that through one more time. 0 to 50. Oh, sorry. It rounds to, yeah, sorry, different number. So do an okay there. It's 49.9975. And it said 500, 200, right? So 200. Okay. So that becomes, doesn't round. What pain. All right, sorry, I just got to edit, do a different one. 200 minus 0.12345 2. Oh, I didn't put my X in. All right, so 199.96 is the answer. 199.96. And there's more. But wait. All right, this one is 999.0007. Okay. Oh my gosh. So this one, see how it keeps growing? Like it never,
Yeah.
it kind of violates what I said earlier, but um, it diverges.
Okay. And then
Probably A.
okay.
Probably. If it's not A, it's D. Okay. So it diverges.
Easy.
What? Uh, no, sorry. It does converge. It's sorry. It is the same thing we were saying before, that infinity thing, the negative E. It converges to 500,000. 500,000.
Okay. Perfect.
All right. We'll do this one next. All right, 74 over 21. For this one, I'm gonna snip and put in the chat. It's too difficult to explain. Let me grab the chat. If I can figure out where that is. No, I don't want to share screen. All right. Okay, so there's the answer. Let me know if that's easy enough for you to see in the chat. It's in the Zoom, one of the Zoom windows. We'll have that.
Is that any wrong or? What does it mean by the plus constant at the
Plus
end?
plus C, plus capital C. All right, good job. Yeah, so this one's a numerical value. Why do you do that? Why do you do that? This one didn't round to the, didn't round to not enough. All right. 0, 1 to 5. Sorry, I'm still just talking to myself.
Yeah, I did the same thing.
1 to 5. Where's the upper bound? I need the upper bound. All right. All right. And natural log 11x dx. Are you doing this to me? Okay. We get just one more window. Log 4, 5, 7. All right, 13.638. Uh, 6388. Second eight
8.
there. Yeah.
Okay.
So on these in the exam, you'll take a derivative of the answers to find the right one.
Okay.
This one didn't like. So a small modification here when you enter the answer. Let me snip this in for the chat. You're going to use ln instead of log there.
Okay.
Plus big C. Hopefully it'll take that. Yay.
Okay.
Xe to the 7x. Okay, let's snip this one in the chat as well. Just integer. All right, this one should work. All right, so this one you're just integrating the function as is from 0 to 9. Right, ends up being 235. Although it should be in millions. Wait, that's not gonna be right. Sorry, we're gonna have to multiply by 10 to the 6th. That's 39.5. That's why we had issues last time on this one. My God. Okay, so I gotta go different calculator. That's one. So one of them just doesn't round well, but it covers a lot of the cases. 10 to the 6th. All right. No, I don't want that. No. All right. Okay, 2, 3, 5, 0, 5, 3, and 3 zeros. I don't know. Let's move on to something else.
Sounds good.
Okay, this one will be fairly straightforward. Minus 31 over 6. You have to get a certain percentage before the final, or just
It'd
as
have to
much as
be
you can.
18, so probably
Okay.
one or two. Yeah. I don't know if you get higher, if this actually, I think this might just be for review, so I don't think this even counts towards my grade.
Negative 1/3 for this one. I was gonna say we're gonna hit that here in the next problem or two, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
All right, this is a good one to do. 36. Couple modifications on this one. Make sure you use X instead of T, or you sorry, use T instead of X.
Um,
Use ln instead of log. It's like a recipe.
Yeah, right.
Run out of C plus C. Don't complain. Do not complain. Okay, so it really wants absolute value instead of, oh no, you gotta use T, sorry, T instead of X. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I did that wrong. T instead of X.
I made the mistake when I entered it in my other calculator. It's like a nightmare. All right.
We can keep doing them. I don't think I get any more credit though for.
Okay. Well, if you're okay, I'd love to stop here early.
Yeah,
If you're willing.
yeah. Works
All
out for
right.
me.
Um,